This is High Priestess Jamila, and I finally got an opportunity to come and do a psychic reading for the channel. So, hello, welcome. So, I am going to do this unlisted live, and then I'm going to reveal the video to you guys afterwards so that you guys can watch it. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys need a private reading or consultation, all of my links are below. So I thought this was so cute for this full moon. Like it's totally just like so. Oh, I feel like I am swimming with the universe right now. Okay, with these fountains and this moon, and it looks like a full moon like what we're having right now. And so some of you guys, let's take a look and see what messages spirits have for you guys. So we're going to do a pick a card. And since we have a full moon in Libra, which represents balancing the scales, since we have a full moon in Libra, we are going to look at a crossroads. Okay. So we're going to look at a crossroads right now. And you know what? I think will help you ladies, especially. We can move this stand and that will, it should just kind of sit there for us. Yes. Okay. All right. I remember having this semi-reoccurring dream of the moon literally sitting in the middle of the street. It was so weird. It was one of those witchy occurrences that happened that led me to knowing that I was a witchy child. Okay, you know what? We're going to keep it. Oh, man, it's not. Our moon is not as illuminated, so we'll do this. We'll keep it like this. We'll keep it dim. But, so here's the rules with this pick a card. You can choose both paths if you want. But I think that for those of you that are, you know, I would say just choose one, okay? Don't cheat yourself, okay? Just kind of whichever pile resonates with you is what you want to choose. And just kind of go with the flow. So you're going to have a path, you're going to have a pile or a path on the left and then on the right. I'm going to do all of the divination. We're going to call to Saint Michael, Metatron for protection, guidance, and clarity. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardians, guardian angels, ascended masters, goddesses, and ancestors. I think we already said ancestors. Okay, I am trying to do something real quick, guys. That's why I appear to be a little distracted. I'm just trying to set up my little dragon here, but it looks like it's... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right, spirit guides for pile number 1. Okay, what messages do you have for the patron that chooses pile number 1? What messages do you have, whether or not it's love, health, general, spiritual? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay. So they do come back. Don't worry. So we're going to choose 2 cards from each deck. Okay. For each pile. All right. What messages do you have? This is for the Deviant Moon Tarot. And spirits definitely have messages. Okay, spirits, what messages do you have from the Deviant Moon Tarot for pile number 1? Okay. And what messages do you have for the full moon, March 28th, 2021 for the second pile? Now, don't choose the second pile just because I specified full moon. Spirits know our intent right now. Okay. Okay. What messages do you have for patrons that choose pile number 2? Okay. And we're going to use the Sex Magic deck. I really, really, really love this deck. This deck is so accurate. I can read the cards really easily. Okay. Alrighty. Now, what I want you guys to do is try to relax as you choose which pile you want to choose. Either the one to the left or the one to the right. Okay, now if you need a couple of more minutes to figure it out, then you guys can pause, but I'm going to go ahead and start reading. Oh, that is such a dramatic effect there. Okay. If you chose pile number 1, okay, let's take the focus off of the moon globe. It's my newest toy, guys, and I am just like really into it, okay? All right, so if you chose pile number 1, you got the Lovers upright. You got the Six of Swords upright. So if you chose this one, you are wanting to move. You're wanting to move. You're a lot of you guys that chose this pile, specifically, you want to move away from either your parents or an ex-lover if you chose this one. Or you're trying to move on from the past, from a love relationship. If you are involved with someone, then you and your lover are possibly trying to move, either move physically or metaphorically. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what the first thing that Spirits is telling me. You got the Knave of Chalices reverse and you got the Three of Swords upright. And while a lot of you guys may think that if you get a distance from the situation, that it is going to make things all better, but it doesn't, because even, just if specifically for those of you that are stuck on, I got to physically move, I got to physically move, you're going to take that energy with you. So just keep in mind that a lot of you guys that chose this particular pile, you're in your head a lot. If you chose this one, you may have some sort of air, sun, air, moon, maybe, or maybe even possibly a water sign. Okay, if you chose this one, but you can be any zodiac sign and choose this particular pile. A lot of you guys, you feel, if you chose this one, you feel your thoughts really deeply. I feel like the Three of Swords, just like general advice, and I just gave this advice to someone else. It is so important for you to connect your mind, your body, and your spirit. Because a lot of you guys that chose this pile, you guys will have these really harsh, negative, possible thoughts that you will start to feel. And I feel like a lot of you guys that chose this pile right now are feeling emotionally melancholy as well as mentally drained. Definitely with the Three of Swords coming up in the upright position. If you chose this one, you may be experiencing some sort of love triangle in some sort of way. And it seems to be emotionally draining. Definitely feel that this is the lovers with a negative outside influence. Could be a water sign or it could be an air sign, could be any sign though. Looking at the lovers, third party, a third party possibly being an elder or a sister, not necessarily a romantic capacity, but it also could be that you're having a really hard time connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit because they have to connect. And the way you're going to achieve this is definitely through grounding energy, the healing energy. A lot of you guys that chose this one, it seems like your partner is trying to either make up for some indiscrepancies or either there could be somebody interfering. You see this person, maybe somebody thinks something is going on that's not actually going on. So the lady in the back of this, actually, that's a cauldron. You see the lady in the back? She's brewing up something. She's bitter. She's trying to interfere. Wow. Well, a lot of you guys that chose this one, if you want to move, you're definitely going to be moving. But it's really important, like, really negative emotions surrounding the heart chakra with the Nave of Chalices reversed. Things that need to be said, things that haven't been said that need to be said or talked about or dealt with. Just bad juju, bad emotional energy seems to be coming from somewhere in the past. You can tell because the Six of Swords comes up. Could be a third party or an ex whining about the situation. These are really good cards, though. This Six of Swords coming up is a really good card. It's saying that you'll definitely get past it, but you're going to have to, like, maybe stop thinking about it, stop giving it so much power. I'll throw an advice card for this one. Maybe I should have did an all signs full moon reading. All right, spirits, what advice do you want to give to the patrons that chose pile number 1 or pile to the left? Okay, Two of Chalices. It was in the reverse position. So this is all about self-love, self-care. This is all about balancing out the heart, balancing out your emotions, your emotional balance. Then it's also possibly about core cutting, having to let go of negative emotional energy from the past. Could have something to do with childhood as well. Okay. But I feel like if you chose this pile, Either the person loves you or they don't. And I feel that if they are showing that they love you, then they do. Then some of you guys, now this is specifically for those that have friendships. Some of you guys have some sort of connection with a person that is just friends, and it's taking an emotional toll, so to speak. What the heck? Okay, sorry. It seems to be taking an emotional toll. So this is where there's going to need to be a priority, okay? A friend is definitely not going to be more important than your lover. And if a friend is trying to be more important than the person that you love, then they need to get a life. Okay. Pile number 2. Okay, if you chose the one to the right, you having problems with the divine masculine. The emperor comes up in the reverse position, indicating you don't trust men. You don't really trust in the divine masculine either, which is not good at all. This is more so of a spiritual reading. The devil comes up reversed. Possibly dealing with negative situations, a lot of negative situations around your love life. If you chose this pile, somebody may be obsessed, stalking you if you chose this pile. The star card comes up reversed, and then the Knight of Chalices comes up reversed. So if you chose this pile, you're just not trying, you're just not getting it. You're just not seeing the forest from the trees if you chose this pile. Um, you're not allowing yourself to heal. You're not allowing yourself to heal if you chose this pile, is what Spirit is saying. Also, Spirit is saying that your vision is off. You think too negatively. A lot of y'all that chose this pile needs a cleansing. Okay. And you see the lady. Now we're using the sex magic tarot, so if you have a problem with nude bodies, then sorry. You see how she's bathing in the lake of Winnetonka? And you see how this other person, yeah, that full moon cleanses, full moon baths on deck. Definitely some negative spirits that you're dealing with, some demons, some things that you need to get off of your mind. It may even be displaying itself as a mental illness or a sickness, or maybe a cold or a headache, body aches, feeling judged. The Emperor reversed says that you might be feeling judged by those around you very harshly. Made me belch twice. Yeah, if you chose this pile, I'm going to have to do some clarifying. Spirits, give me some clarity on the Emperor reversed. Definitely feel like childhood trauma of many varieties, which can definitely be it can definitely be hard to heal. I feel like there is a spirit guide that possibly led you here, the Knight of Cups, that is trying to show you that peace, that serenity, that tranquility, but clearing yourself. Let's clarify this devil. This this is definitely trauma, in particular during the teenage years, high school trauma, possibly. Clarify the devil reverse, spirits. Okay, yeah. Financial troubles, financial limitations, financial constraints, maybe even stomach issues. Intimacy issues. In particular, the age 17 or either 17 years ago comes up for me. That's definitely a difficult time. A lot of baggage, obsessive thoughts. Definitely can tell financial constraints, but then also it's okay to not necessarily meet the aspects of these super huge financial goals, maybe taking baby steps to get there. Okay, this is actually the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is actually a baby witch. You see what's happening? It's called manifestation. So definitely taking baby steps. But then again, setting goals for yourself as well. Okay, now if this has something to do with love, your lover needs to heal from trauma in their childhood. I can see either physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. They just need to heal. That would be the advice. Understanding is everything. Now, if you still tend to like feel as though, then of course you're dealing with your own stuff then. Okay, a lot of you guys are dealing with trying to heal from trauma. And you're probably one of my older demographic people that chose this one in particular, this pile, especially with the Emperor. I'm going to throw an advice card at this Knight of Cups, whoever this is. This is a person that seems to be a runner. What messages do you have about this Knight of Cups or chalices? Okay. The Four of Chalices comes up reversed. So that's definitely some trauma from the childhood. Really, the only thing that you can do is appreciate. Really, the only thing that you can do is try to heal the situation, but then, appreciating the experience, not so much playing victim over it, but more so realizing what it's going to take emotionally. So you have to be the change that you want to see, which is great advice for relationships, because a lot of people will notice certain things that need to be changed in their significant other, but not themselves. So make sure that you are the change that you want to see or be. That's going to conclude this reading. Happy full moon to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. And I am a professional healer, Reiki master, And I work actually, I practice witchcraft. So if you guys need to reach me for either divinations, channelings, seances, consultations, or just readings, okay, all of my links are below in the video description box, okay? All right, thank you so much for watching. Love and light.